Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Okay, we'll start. Right? The 8 are here. We'll see. So, how are you all? Hope you all are doing good. And we couldn't have the session on Friday, neither. I hope you all got the message also.
Yeah, ma'am, we got the message.
You all had something from college seminar or something?
Uh, they didn't inform yet, ma'am.
No, I mean the last Friday, you all had something, right? Neither.
I can't remember properly, but they are doing that Abdul Kalam scholarship program, right? So they had sent the link. I think maybe you
Yeah,
are
there was
talking.
something. That's what, like, we couldn't have the sessions.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, we'll start with our last topic, psychotherapies, right? So any questions related to previous topics, what we discussed? No questions there. Right. So if y'all don't have any questions, we can go through this one. So this module is related with the psychotherapies, right? So psychotherapies and psychotherapy skills, like that module. So here I'm talking about basic ones. I'm not going to touch all the psychotherapies, but as a basic things of especially CBT and also graded exposure therapy, and I just touch with the systematic, yes, same thing, systematic desensitization and the graded exposure therapy. And also there's another one I thought of, rational emotional behavioral therapy, REBT, and relational therapy and NLP techniques. I'm just going to talk about the most important and most common ones, right? Okay, so we'll start. So the first one is, now what is psychotherapy? If somebody asks what is psychotherapy, Kayla, how you going to give the introduction? Yes. According to your prior knowledge, what do you think? Sometimes it won't be a correct answer, but what do you think? No idea.
Like the treatment, I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's okay. Yes, others, what do you think?
Treating the treating the patients with health problems by a psychiatrist.
It involves like talking about the situation, like in order to gain more understanding about the problem.
Okay. What else?
It is a longer term treatment.
Others?
It is a treatment which can change their thoughts.
What else? Any other idea?
Any treatment which is given to any kind of psychological problems, illnesses.
We have
It
to
helps.
observe their feelings, moods, and the behavior of the person who is having the psychological problem.
Yes, okay.
It helps to change their personality, their attitudes.
Yeah. Yes, any other answers? Any other ideas?
Treating patients with mental problems by a psychologist, psychiatrist, or a counselor, mainly by making them understand their moods, their thoughts, their feelings, and emotions, and just sort out their problems, help them sort out their problems.
Yes.
It helps to treat mental illness.
Okay, yes. Yeah. So, psychotherapies. So that word, yes, definitely it is for mental illnesses, right? So the physiotherapy is just for physical problems, but the psychotherapy is for the mental unhealthy mental conditions. Whatever the treatments. So that is treatments which is given for unhealthy mental conditions. So the treatments, in a sense, like when the person having a problem, right, mental disorders, kind of depression, and any kind of addiction, anxiety disorders, and there is another one called bipolar, and kind of phobia, schizophrenia, suicidal ideations related with depression, and also like OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, like that, any kind of mental conditions, mental disorders. So we need to give treatments for that. We need to give intervention for them to come out from that problem. So then there is a medication for the chemical imbalances. Definitely they have all these mental conditions, mental disorders, their chemicals are imbalanced. That is why they have come to that situation. Of course, they have faced a traumatic incident and what any kind of experience in their life, and after that incident, by thinking it, so according to their personality, and just and also depend it depend on their perception. So then basically their thoughts, so their thoughts lead to that kind of behaviors with the time. So once the thought, when the person has got irrational thoughts, that means it linked with the chemicals and the hormones and the neurotransmitters within the body. Those things could be decreased or increased. So just however it's being imbalanced. So just to make that balance, we need to give that medication. Definitely yes. So while giving the medication, that medication is not enough to make the changes of their irrational thoughts, irrational feelings, and their behavioral managements, because these people, they are having maladaptive behavioral patterns, irrational thoughts, irrational feelings, and the maladaptive behavioral patterns කිව්වම suicidal ideation also included. So when they have such things, we need to give therapeutic intervention, right? So then අපේ counseling කිව්වහම, counseling is the overall therapeutic intervention. So in the counseling setting, all these psychotherapies are included. නැතුව මේ counseling කියලා කියන්නේ වෙන එකක් නෙවෙයි. So once the patient comes to the psychotherapy session, counseling is there, all the other therapeutic interventions are included as well as with the counseling. The counselor කෙනෙක් වෙන්න counselor CBT විතරක් දැනගෙන මදි, because there are so many other therapeutic interventions. So now just for an example, doctor කෙනෙක් Panadol එකක් විතරක් දෙන්න දැනගෙන ඉඳලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. Doctor has to be known as all the other medication which is needed for all the physical illnesses. I mean, like, unless he is specialized, for general doctor කෙනෙක් නම් අඩුම තරමේ සාමාන්‍ය මේ symptoms ටිකවත් දැනගෙන just to make some kind of relief with the patient, the doctor has to have that knowledge and referring to the correct person. Like that, so the psychotherapist also have to have these kind of techniques. So those are, there are lots of other techniques. I mean, we can say tools කියලාත් අපි කියනවා. දැන් counselor කෙනෙක්, clinical counselor කෙනෙක් නැත්නම් clinical psychologist කෙනෙක් වුණාම, so the counselor, psychological counselor and the clinical psychologist, the difference is only the clinical psychologist can do the medical testings. Psycho testings කියලා තියෙනවානේ, personality testings තියෙනවා, IQ test තියෙනවා, emotional IQ test එකක් තියෙනවා. Like that, only the psychiatric and the clinical psychologist has the license to do that. That is the only difference in between psychological counselor and the clinical psychologist. But both of them, but counseling psychologists have no license to give the do the psychotestings in the medical field. So, but both of them have to have a very good knowledge about these tools. So this the only tool is not the CBT. CBT cannot be applied for all the things, and also sometimes CBT is not enough. We can't say that after doing 10 to 15 sessions of CBT the depression could be cured කියන එක. අපිට කරගෙන යද්දී වෙන තව අහු වෙනවා. Emotional irrational emotions තියෙනවා නම් so then CBT is not going to work out sometimes. We want to apply REBT also. So and also like if the person having some kind of a fear සමහරවිට hidden තියෙනවා කියන්නෙත් නැතුව. If there is such fear for something, then we have to add the graded exposure therapy also, or systematic desensitization. And also the person has to be very good in NLP trainings because NLP is really good. I have touched it and mentioned it at the end of this module also because NLP is really practiced now, NLP techniques. So those things can be applied just to relax the person. Right, so we'll see. Is it clear up to now? Any questions? Yeah, no questions there.
No, ma'am.
Right. What about the others?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes.
Ma'am, we didn't do that substance use disorder.
Oh my God. Sorry. I thought if I've completed Kira. Only substances disorders. Only that. Other than that, we all completed, right?
Yeah, ma'am. All the other chapters are completed.
Okay. Extremely sorry for that. I thought if I have completed that. Right.
It's okay, ma'am. Even we didn't notice that.
Okay, just go through the previous tute and see. Okay, shall I start? Are you all following that previous module?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. So there's the slightest part to completed, substance use disorders. So substance use disorders in a sense like addictions, right? It's nothing but it's addictions. So when it comes with addictions, we are basically alcohol and tobacco and the drugs. So those are the three main addiction factors. Also like yes, related with the substance uses. But when it comes with the addictions, phone addiction also one of the main one now it's come across with because they are teenagers, especially most of the teenagers like 15 to 17 වගේ ළමයි ගත්තාම so many children now come to the clinics and come to the trainings and all which goes with phone addiction, especially they used to watch videos, some related with sexual activities, also like the games. Some children, especially like those who had the ADHD background, ADHD childhood, they tend to addict for this phone addiction, not the other movies, the videos and movies, just for the games. And I remember once I met with a boy, like he's grade 9 or 10, not more than that. So he came, and then the biggest complaint was is the phone, and he really gets angry when the phone is not there. So the mother said, like, as soon as he came home before having lunch, he want to continue and play something. Can podi session ekak wage. He want to play that game and score it, and then like I can't remember whole the story of that game, but I remember that mother bought the phone and showed me like, and then after that he also explained me this is how, and from the other side they can see like they have partners, but that partners also they don't know who are these in some different countries like that, so they can see how the score of the other people also. So that the intention of the playing the game is scoring the highest marks for that game. तर ඒ නිසා තමයි අර කන්නේත් නැතුව as soon as he came, so he used to take the phone and just play that. And the mother said he uses to spend the time like spend 2 3 hours with the phone doing nothing, just playing that. And he really gets angry when somebody takes the phone. And so mother tried to several times just to hide the phone because he reluctant to study, go for tuition classes and kind of that. Who do not doing homework, and he so O levels වලටත් he is very close to the O levels with the grade 9 10 කියලා කියන්නේ. And noticeably they know his marks performance at the term test and the study is less, so decrease. So that was also another reason for them to take him to the clinic. So that was the game, I mean phone addiction related with the games, video games. So that was another thing, but this is substance users in a sense. They tend to, now the reason for having the alcohol, tobacco and the drugs is just to having the, instead of like they had gone through some stressful period, right? So emotional stressful period, just to avoid that. So that was the initial stage, some kind of a frustration that they had gone through, and then at the initial stages they just find out it just to have a relief. And then like once the having the alcohol, having the drugs, and once they getting the tobacco, so now as I explained, so once those things are get released to the bloodstream, it goes all over the body, and then amygdala got stimulated. So once the amygdala gets stimulated, we feel pleasure. Not the usual pleasure what we feel it, we feel more pleasure, more percentage of pleasure. So our body likes to be fun, I mean likes to have that pleasure. So then like with the time we tend to look for that pleasure, especially basically that's what happened with the substance abuser, addictors, drugs and alcohol. There's a man to alcohol ගන්න මිනිස්සයා at the initial stages, how if we ask like how often had you had the drinking sessions, he would say like, okay, I used to had once in a 2 weeks like that, not every day. Later on only I used to have that, even that once in a 2 week also just a one glass, and then after that once in a week, every Fridays or every Sundays or every Saturdays like that. But with the time, like that amount had been decreased, increased, like he would have started from one glass, but then with the time it had gone through the 2 3 glasses, and then after that he started like once, twice or thrice a week, and it like continuously every day, and even now the quantity of it also increased. So now the person can have the even the bottle of alcohol without being tipsy or kind of that. So that's also happened. Like even now at the initial stages, they could have get tipsy for the one glass or two glasses. හැබැයි කාලයක් බීගෙන යද්දි like they can have it just a half of a bottle without being any without feeling tipsy. සමහර මිනිස්සු බෝතලයක් උනත් බොනවා tipsy වෙන්නේ නැතුව. They never feel that. They can just walk home like walk straight away as a person who never had alcohol. So no one can find out sometimes unless it's the smell. So, but it is not good. I know like men are so proud to say that, yeah, I'm so strong enough. Today strong enough come and there's nothing of strong enough. The thing is your body, your physical body got adapted to that alcohol level. So it's not good. Then adapted කියලා කියන්නේ that your body got adapted to that half a bottle and not reacted. For that, that means your body had already adapted and your body always looks for that amount. So then you can't survive without that amount. That is the dangerous part of this substance use things. Once your body, physical body got adapted, so then every day your body looks for that. So you can't survive with that amount. Either it's alcohol, either it's cigarette, smokes, tobacco. Tobacco කියලා කියන්නේ smoking වලට because cigarette එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන්නේ tar and tobacco. So and the drugs. So that's what basically happens with these substance users, right? And the other thing is, once we considering that substance use disorder කියන තැනට එන්නේ මේ සතිය පුරා බොන මිනිස්සුන්ව නෙවෙයි. Then if you know somebody like who drinks every day, then you can't label the person and say you are having SD කියන්න බැහැ. Substance use disorder එකක් කියන්න බැහැ. Because like unless they are having physical symptoms, so we can't, unless they are having the physical symptoms, we can't come to a conclusion that they are having a disorder. So the physical symptoms in a sense, like as I mentioned earlier also, like once their body got adapted to that amount, whatever the amount, either it's alcohol, tobacco or drugs. So I said like the body can't survive without that amount. So when the body missing that amount, so just for an example, like you used to drink like 6 glasses kind of that daily now. That's your amount. So one day you feel fever. So you couldn't go to the, I mean, whoever the friends, or you couldn't go and buy a bottle or something like, you couldn't make yourself to have that alcohol, amount of alcohol. So it's 2-3 days. But so like you now, since you can't go out, there is no other option for you. You are just staying. But your body can't survive now because your body had already adapted to that amount and it is looking for that. So once the body is got adapted and once it's looking for that, we are getting, the body also reacted for that. Our physical body find very uncomfortable. So in that case, the physical body reacts in a negative way and it come across with kind of the sweatings. The whole body used to sweat a lot, and also they are getting shivering, body shivering and sweating, body shivering, and nausea, drowsiness, and they are lacking with appetite. දවස් 2-3ක් වගේ ඉති කන්න බෑ. They lack with appetite and also they are feeling very nausea, and whatever the things they eat, they want to vomit it and throw it out, and drowsiness, and also no energy. සමහර වෙලාවට once it comes into like every day having a bottle and half a bottle, just think about alcohol කියන එක චුට්ටක් දාන්නකො drugs කියන එක ගන්න. And drugs වලදී even wheat is like මේ කන් හැන්දෙන් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ 1000 wheat එක. ඉතින් එතකොට wheat එකකුත් එච්චර ගණන් නෑ heroin නේද? Yes, heroin. Not wheat. Wheat එක ඊට අඩුයි. I can't remember that. Yeah, wheat එක ඊට වඩා අඩුයි. The heroin is ගත්තාම කන් හැන්දෙන් එකක් කියන එක 1000 නැත්නම් 1500. එතකොට දැන් අද 1500 ගත්ත, ඒ කියන්නේ එක කන් හැන්දක් චූටි කියන්නේ පොඩිම පොඩි. It's a very tiny amount. ඒක සමහරලාට sometimes they can't have just එක දවසට එක පාරක් විතරක් අරගෙන බෑ. දෙපාරක් ගන්න ඕන. ඒතර 3000. So who would be able to afford that 3000 for every day? 1000 ගත්ත කියලා ඒ 2000 ගත්තත් for 30 days it's 60,000. Who could afford that? It's really difficult to afford it. So once it comes to that stage, then they realize it, okay, this is not going to work out for my economical status. කියන එක අඳුර ගන්නවා. ඒ අඳුර ගත්තට පස්සේ they sometimes want to stop that. එහෙම නතර වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා ආපු අය ඕන තරම් ඉන්නවා. So they want to stop that. But they can't stop it because of this physical symptoms. ගොඩක් කලාට එහෙම නතර කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා ආපු අය කියන කතාව තමයි මට දැන් ගන්නෙ නැතුව ඉන්න බෑ. ගත්තේ නැති වුණොත් මට මේ වගේ I feel these kind of මොනවාද uncomfortableness, like I really have no energy to spend my rest of the day, and I have no appetite. I can't eat. Also, like I'm having problems with my sleep. There is no quality sleep time for me. And also, like they are having laziness, very inactive, no energy at all, drowsiness and body shivering, sweating and nausea. Those are the main problems for them. Even the tobacco addicts are also the same. Tobacco addict nan thawa enawa coughing, and also like they are getting coughing එකත් එක්ක lungs pains ඒ වගේ ඒවත් එනවා. And also like they really sometimes they get the migraine headaches like that. So those things also they are having. But alcohol and drugs කොහොමත් පොදුයි, ඔක්කොම දේවල් ඔය ටික ඔක්කොම පොදුයි. They are getting this, we do say like physical sicknesses. So those are the physical sicknesses that they are coming across. And so in the later stages, why they have and why they continue these drugs, alcohol and cigarettes, because to avoid these physical sicknesses. Right? Is it clear up to now? Any questions?
Ma'am, for these people and all, like counseling, it doesn't work. We have to do the medications to bring them out.
Medication also. So now in the clinical settings, what do they do is we are giving the medication just to energize the person and increase the appetite. Also sometimes when they come to the stage, clinical stage, they have gone down a lot. Weight loosen, and nutrition factors, are they lacking with nutrition factors, and most of the times they are very skinny. So then medication given for the vitamins, and especially if they have any eating disorders, kind of eating problems, to enhance the appetite, and especially if they have sleeping problems, just to enhance the stimulate the acetylcholine and serotonin, just to make them comfortable within themselves and having a very good sleep. Ekat එක්කම we are giving the psychotherapies, like there's a special therapy called aversive therapy, but especially aversive therapy is given for severe addictors, not for just addictors ලට නෙමෙයි, severe addictors ලට තමයි දෙන්නේ. එකක් දෙන්නේ last stage එකේදී, but at various stages they try with CBT, and if they have some kind of personality problems, so then they are giving some motivational programs, kind of that. But for substance users like drugs, alcohol and tobacco especially, there are specialized training counselors and psychotherapists are there. because හැමෝටම කරන අයට වඩා එකටම specialized වෙච්ච අය ඉන්න අපේ ළඟ තියෙනවා. අමද්දේප මේක we are having what is it called drugs and something department එකක් තියෙනවා in මේ Narayanpeta. So then from there, like they are having training programs for them, and they are giving trainings and sending like counselors, those who are registered over there, they send for India for trainings, kind of that. There are specialized people for that.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, any questions?
Ma'am, there are chances to stop them also, is it?
Chances to stop them in a sense? I didn't get it.
Now, if the medications are given along with them, like along with this therapies, can we stop them?
Of course.
I mean, if they are long-term users, I'm asking for long-term users.
Even long-term users also, like if they gone through a proper medication and the psychotherapy interventions and also group therapy activities, kind of that, ගොඩක් ලති rehabilitation centers වල ඉන්නවා, and we are having lots of rehabilitation centers related to drugs, alcohol and smokers. There are people who come across with that because there was a one very good place in Kandakadu. It's done by the Army Hospital. Especially it is given the trainings are given by the counselors, psychotherapists who were in the army forces. Like it's very good, the Kandakadu place. So they are the specialties for the drugs. So the rehabilitation period was 6 months to 9 months, like that. So I mean, so I haven't been so much of programs, but I have taken part for few programs of them, and I have overheard like how they regret their past life and how they having the guilty feeling about their past life, kind of that. There are lots of people who come out from the rehabilitation centers, because in the rehabilitation center, those centers, like they are giving the self what is it called, vocational training for them. නිකං තියාගෙන මේ බණ කියනවා වගේ කියන්නේ. මොකද උතන තියෙන්නේ ගොඩක් ලාට they are having personality issues. දැන් ගොඩාක් අපි ওই history එක අහලා බැලුවොත් එහෙම දැන් නද කියන්නේ I think I talked about that when I was explaining the first modules in the psychotherapies, like that in the Sigmund Freud's oral stage. So the most of the people who come across that condition, they are having very problematic childhood. But හැම කෙනාගම history එක අහපුවාම like there are some emotional disturbance childhood. So many මට හම්බෙලා නැහැ කවදාකවත් like හැමදෝට හිටපු ළමයි. අපි හිතනවා like සමහරවිට parents ලැවිලා කියන අනේ මේ ළමයින්ට කිසිම අඩුවක් අපි තිබ්බේ නැහැ, we have provided everything කියලා. But I would say like everything in a sense, like children are not looking for materialistic things. They don't look for materials. Even like if they only had 2 toys, they don't mind it. I don't think that children are going to count down the toys and say I have only 2 toys. I don't think so. They are looking for love and care and emotional support. That's it. ඒ නැති වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ දැන් oral and anal stage and even the phallic stage. So these stages are very, very important, because those are the stages like where the child tend to format their personality and collect the temperament, especially emotional stages of the child. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ තැන්වල frustrations, gaps තිබුණාම, so they are being stressed out. කොච්චර දේවල් ලැබුණත් අනේ මට මේක නැති වුණානේ, I haven't had this. දැන් ගොඩක් වෙලාට ඔය වගේ අයත් එක්ක කතා කරාම ඒ වගේ stressful තියෙනවා, they are highlighting. My mother was not there. අම්මා හිටියේ නෑ පොඩි කාලේ. අර තිබ්බේ වලට තිබ්බේව කියන්නේ. තාත්තා හිටියා ආච්චි හිටියා මාත් එක්ක බලාගෙන ඒක කියන්නේ හැබැයි නැති වෙච්ච එක කියනවා. Why we point out that the what we lacking with because we are stressed out. අපි හැම වෙලේම stress out වෙච්චාම තමයි කතා කරන්නේ. ඒක තමයි අපි කතා කරන්නේ. දැන් අපි අපේ රිලේෂන්ෂිප් එකක් හරි මොනම හරි දෙයක් කරන උනත් ප්‍රශ්න මොකක් හරි දෙයක් යාළුවෙක් කතා කරද්දී ප්‍රශ්නයක් නේ කතා කරන්නේ. අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපේ මොකක් හරි එන්ටර්ටේනින් එකක් කතා කරනවා අඩුයි. කතා කරනවා I don't say we never talk කියන එක නෙමෙයි. We talk it. But we talk if we have got some problem we talk about that a lot. Rather than something positive thing එකකට කරා negative experience එකක් නම් we talk about that and we are looking for someone to talk. positive එකක් නම් සමහර වෙලාවට එච්චර ලොකු මේකක් නෑ we want to share it somebody ඉතින් කායක හරි කියනවා එහෙම කරනවා හැබැයි ඒක කියන්න නැති වුණා කියලා ලොකුවට වෙන්නේ නැහැ හැබැයි like if you find like that negative එකක් bad experience එකක් නම් most of the times you are looking for somebody to come and talk about it and share it like that. So why we do that thing? Because we are stressed out. ඔය ළමයි වුණත් ඒ පොඩි කාලේ හම්බ වෙච්ච background එකෙන් they are definitely being stressed out. සමහරවිට ඒක කියන්නේ then once they coming to a teenagers they are being very independent එතකොට the teenager kid independent so then they getting so much of experiences ළමයින්ව කොච්චර උනත් විතර කුඩුවක් අස්ස දාලා හදන්න බෑනේ they tend to go for a society so then they tend to experiences things and also they tend to find out the alternatives to get rid of that stress ඒ නිසා තමයි ගොඩක් ළමයි ඔය ඇල්කොහොල් වලට ඇඩික්ට් වෙන්නේ සිගරට්ස් වලට ඇඩික්ට් වෙන්නේ ඩ්‍රග්ස් වලට ඇඩික්ට් වෙන්නේ so whatever the things that they lose now then drugs වලට සමහරට ඇඩික්ට් වෙන ළමයි දැන් පොඩි කාලවල there is no parenting love and no proper guidance given for them and even the education performing is very low sometimes read and write not good in maths and also negatively commented by teachers not given any priority in the classrooms එතකොට ඒ ළමන්ට එන්නේ පන්ති කාමරේ තිත්ත වෙනවා ඒ පන්ති කාමරේ priority එක දෙන්නේ ගණන් සිංහල ඉංග්‍රීසි පුළුවන් ළමයින්ට විතරනේ ගණන් විද්‍යාව ඉංග්‍රීසි and IT උන් මොන හරි තියනවනේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට විතරයි priority එක we don't give much priority for the other things other skills මට අපි දන්නේ නැහැ ළමයින්ට මේවා කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියන එක it's error of our education actually so we are not that more all then අපේ classroom එකක් ගත්තාම do you think that everyone is given priority in your now there are some teachers what do you all think if you talk about and think about it what can you all say do you all if you can give the priority for all the children it's very very great I really get to agree with y'all but what do you experience teachers here yeah no teachers the inna මෙතන දෙතුන් දෙනෙක්
Like sometimes when the very weak student is there, what I do is I like keep on trying to take him forward. But when I understand that he's unable to catch up, like we won't stay there wasting the time because other students are waiting. Then we continue the lesson and later if I have a time only I will do it. If not, then we realize like some students they are really interested in studies and they can't do, then we can help them. But some students they really are not interested in that part, so we can't just pour into their head.
Yeah, there are things like so that means like even like in our education system in our classroom settings what we do is what we practice is very limited skills do you all think that we find all the base skills of the children do we practice all the skills do we consider all the skills in the classroom settings අනේ ළමයි කොහොම අනිත් අය කතා කරන්නේ නැත්තේ ඇයි? Yes, what can you all say? Yes, Rifna, I can hear you.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
No, I'm asking like, do you all think that we are given the priority for all the students in the classroom settings? So,
No, ma'am.
It's like
no,
this,
yeah,
ma'am.
okay. So also other than that, do you all think that are we
Ma'am,
given?
can you
Yes. Yes,
can,
Rifna.
can you hear me?
Yes, please speak.
Yeah, as per my experience, ma'am, what I think is that means if when we have more than 15 or 20 students in the class, actually it is impossible to continue the same way how we do. Because we
Yeah.
also have stuck in the syllabus, covering the syllabus
Hmm.
with these things, but we try our maximum, but as I think it is not 100% practical.
Yes. Yeah, true. So also like what do you all think as teachers? Do you all think that in the classroom setting, is it given like an opportunity for the learners to take out all the skills what they have within themselves?
No,
Yes?
Diana.
Yes, others? I think my question is clear enough. What do you all think? Yes or no? And this is everyone can give answer because all of y'all had gone through that school life and all of y'all had been a student. Ne? What do y'all think? In our Sri Lankan education, does it give an opportunity for a students or the learner to take out their skills, whatever the skills they have?
No.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, most of the times, like we don't get it. Our basically like still our education is based on the theoretical knowledge. I mean the maths and science and English and IT and kind of that. Other than that, we never think about the other skills and we never think that there are any other skills within themselves. We think only if the person is very good in maths and very good in experiments and all, that is the only skill. ඉතින් ඒ නිසාම තමයි these මේ ඔය drug addictors ලා ඇති වෙන්නේ සමාජේ because like and don't you all think that they have skills? They have. ඒ ළමයින්ට skill එකක් නැත්තම් ඔය prison එකේ මේ දැන් මොනවාද prison එකට එහෙම ගියාම in the cells you can see like how literary are they are කියන එක පේනවා. ලස්සන කවි ලියලා තියෙනවා. ලස්සන චිත්‍ර ඇඳලා තියෙනවා. Even like මේ මොනවාද වැලිකඩ prison එකේ wall එකේ චිත්‍ර ඇඳලා තියෙන්නේ prisoners ලානේ. වෙන කවුරුත් නෙවෙයි. And the carpentry things they are not trained. මහ ලොකුට train කරන්නේ නැහැ නේ ඇතුලේ because there are lots of people who are having those skills. වෙලා තියෙන්නේ අපේ education එකෙන් ඒක එළියට අරගෙන ඒකට priority එකක් දෙන්නේ නැතිකම. So එහෙම වුණාම once the learners are not given the priority, once the learners are not given like the not considered them as important people, they try to be an important people somehow at some point. ඒක තමයි කරන්නේ. අනිත් ළමයි වගේම ඒ ළමයිනුත් කැමති ප්‍රේස් එකක් ගන්න. ඒ ළමයිනුත් කැමති highlight වෙන්න. Everyone likes it. We also like it. We also like to hear some the good comments of some people. When some good comment is given, කණ්ඩ ඕනෙත් නෑ කවුරුහරි හොඳක් කිව්වොත් එහෙම. Still like we are human being and we like that. So එහෙම එකේ ළමයි කොච්චර කැමතියක්ද? ළමයි කැමතියි. ඉතින් ඒ කැමති නිසා තමයි ඒගොල්ලන් අර highlight වෙන්න ඕන නිසා තමයි to be centered and to be a known person. That's what they are get addicted to the drugs and all. එහෙම වුණාම like they tend to associate elderly people, I mean the වයසට වඩා වැඩි මහලා ඒගොල්ලන් ගොඩක් ලාවට ඉන්නවා because they want to be the center. So all of the time they are having these emotional problems. That's what I want to say, that they are having the emotional problems. The emotional problems are the environment. We have to, and the emotional problems in a sense it leads to their personality. So we have to rehabilitation. So the main thing is giving the validity for them and try to take the skills, try to show them that you are having some kind of a validity within yourself. You are having some skills and build up their personality. ඔක තමයි rehabilitation එකේදී ඇත්තටම කරන්නේ. ඒක සමුන්ට ආදරයක්, සමුන්ට වටිනාකමක්, සමුන්ට දෙයක් කරන්න පුළුවන් and also like I am accepted by the society කියන එක තේරුණාම people don't do that actually. Physical symptoms ඒවා හොඳ වෙලා ගියාට පස්සේ like දැන් physical symptoms වලට මාස 6ක් 7ක් බෙහෙත් ගත්තාම like it will be fine. It become like once they are given the personality trainings and coachings and also then they will come to a very good path. Right. Any questions? No questions then? So I'll give little bit of symptoms of it. එකම දේ තමයි ඉතින් තියෙන්නේ. So how to find out කියන එක. Especially teenagers ලා. ස්කෝල් ළමයි අපි දන්නේ නැතුනට දැන් අද හරියට අපේ ළමයි මේ they have got to this track on this problem. So the way of finding them is these children like these people and the children, they are being most of the times often they're being confused. They are having a confusion towards the task, whatever the things. They can attention එක අඩු වෙනවා කියන එක. Also like they used to continue the drugs or alcohol or smoke cigarettes or kind of that even at the workplace or front of the family, or sometimes they know like it is harm for the others also but they used to take that, right? And also they are having very aggressive episodes of violence, in a sense aggressive behavior, especially when they don't have that. And sometimes මේගොල්ලත් එක්ක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට once they come into addiction severe stage, it's very difficult to have a discussion also. Discussion phase එකක්වත් යන්න හරි අමාරුයි, and they are very very arrogant, always like very stubborn. Only their thought ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ මතේ විතරයි, අනිත් අය කිසිම දෙයක් ගැන තේරුම් ගන්න understanding කිසි දෙයක් නැහැ. And also they confronted about the drug dependence. I mean, they know who are the people like doing such things. They have awareness, right? And also they know the risk factor. Not that they don't know the risk factor. Once they come to the addictions, like it's a long term එකක් නේ, මාසයක් දෙකක් බිව කියලා addiction වෙන්නේ නැහැ. At least they have to go for other physical symptoms එන්න අවුරුද්දක්වත් ඕව පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනේ. අවුරුද්දක් දෙකක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනේ. Right? So they used to with the time like they used to missing their school and their task and the studies and work, also decreasing in performance, also like they are coming across with excuses. Not that they don't know the risk factors or the harmfulness regarding that, but they come across with excuses. නෑ නේද අරයට එහෙම උන්නේ නෑනේ හැමෝටම එහෙම වෙන්නේ නෑ who say like that everyone does not affected like that එහෙම කියලා they come across with හරි පඬිත කතා එහෙම කියනවා and also they need to have daily and regularly and that eating problem as I mentioned and the other thing is the drugs alcohol වගේ නම් හංගගෙන ගන්න then they know like the family members would come blame on them friends would blame on them එහෙම නිසා හංගනවා හැමතැනම සිගරට් තැන් වල හංගනවා alcohol එහෙම පුංචි bottles තැන් වල හංගනවා and හංගලා තියාගෙන බොනවා හොරෙන් බොනවා like that and sometimes alcohol වගේ addictors ළඟ තියෙනවා සාක්කුවේ pocket එකේ bag එකේ ඔය වගේව තියෙනවා because like they can't they have එහෙම නෙමෙයි සැද හැමලට තමයි all the 24/7 as they want to have it ඒ වගේ condition එකකදී නම් so they have it අර මොනවාද just for a plan B එකක් වගේ they are just ready for that always prepared for that and also like when they are having they need to have that ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ basic කාලෙත් එක්ක ගියාම basic need එක වෙන්නේ to get this to get the alcohol to get the drugs to get the cigarettes or buy however I used to get that somehow I have to get that ඒ somehow කියන එක තමයි තියෙන්නේ එතකොට like they tend to like fight with others steal හොරකම් කරනවා stealing සමහර තාත්තලා ඉන්නවා ළමයි මේ පංච ආයුධ නැත්නම් කරාබ් දෙක ගලවගෙන ගිහිල්ලා මේ කුඩු ගහන අය ඉන්නවා so they don't feel ඒකට වඩා අර need එක powerful because they are having the physical symptoms එච්චර යනවා කියලා කියන්නේ physical symptoms තියෙනවා ඒ වගේ අයට advice කරලා හදන්න අඬලා advice කරලා එහෙම හදන්න බෑ if they need to they have to go for a medication and therapeutic intervention is it clear
Yes, ma'am.
right any questions
Ma'am, like what kind of feelings do they have like when they're addicted to these things?
some like some people have like this like they are having a frustration I have met such people like they themselves decided to come for there are lots of people like that they themselves decided and come to the clinics and say like and they are having that guilty feeling towards that also I remember once one man came like he was in 40s early late 40s okay? So he came and he said like I used to take drugs and but I want to stop it now and Kayla so it was out of the Ghana like and he was well educated and in halfway he started in Sinhala and then he halfway he switched on to the English and the rest of it he had the conversation with me English and he was so fluent in English and he had gone for a very good school, one of the leading school in Colombo, Sri Lanka, Colombo, and he was well educated. Educated කියලා කියන්නේ not having so much of degrees එහෙමත් නෙමෙයි like he was related to he worked related with the marketing field. Of course, Vendati, he was a very good speaker. So however like he's having all sort of on the knowledge of the social knowledge. And he was married and having 2 daughters. So the ළමයි දෙන්න both of them are attended. ළමයි දෙන්න ලොකුයි. They are all teenagers ඒ කාලේ. So then he decided himself and came and he said then මට ඉන්නේ ගෑනු ළමයි දෙන්නේ. I have 2 daughters. One මතන elder ළමයා A level කරනවා හරියට. and පොඩිම කාලෙන් තමයි ලොකු වයසකින් තමයි මැරි කරලා තියෙන්නේ. වයසෙන් marry කරලා. Kind of a playboy කෙනෙක් when he comes with the history of him. And then he said like දැන් මම මෙහිම වුණාම කසාද බඳලා දෙන්න බැරි වෙනවානේ. If I be like that, if I want to continue like that, so then I won't be able to get married my daughters. Give a good I can't give them proper people. No, that is my condition is getting worse day by day. Also, like I want to collect money for them for their marriages and for their studies. And he used to confront it because, like, he knew that his both the two daughters, like as far as he mentioned, they are studying well. So then he said, "මේකට ගොඩක් දැන් සල්ලි යනවා." කියන්නේ එන්නේ එන්නේ තමයි. Now then he was using LCD. So LCD කියන්නේ heroin වලටත් එහා ගිය එක. It's very expensive. So first he started with something called something like that, and then weed, ඊට පස්සේ heroin, now LCD. So then only he realized it, since that LCD is very expensive, he realized, okay, I can't afford it anymore. So even wife knew that. මං අහුවා wife දන්නවද කියලා, wife දන්නවා කියලා. And then he said wife was really helpless because he was keep on telling me, but wife also working. ඒ නිසා ළමයි දෙනා කොහොම හරි මේවා කරගෙන යනවා ඇති. So but he wanted to get rid of that. So actually like after මං හිතන්නේ he came for 6-7 වගේ ආවා for the therapies and all, but for some reason the LCD වගේ he came for like 2-3 months wage gihilla, he was referred to that Narayanpeta center because this for the specialized drug addictions and all. So there finally once he came like after 1 year wage avilla, he wanted to get back the testings and all. So then he was given aversive therapy, you know? So he had come through that. So like that, there are people like that who feel that guilty feeling towards it and who really wanted to turn back. Terminate when own eye in like that. And there's another man. So he was sent with the he came with a wife, and then he said like he was a businessman, right? He also kind of a very kind of educated, like went for a very good school. And මට අනිත් එක්කෙනාගේ නෑ child එක මතකයි මේ කෙනාගේ child එකේ නම් so his whole in the childhood both of his he was the only child. So the second case, mother or father was like overseas or something like that. There was a huge complicated problems in this childhood එකේ තිබිලා තියෙනවා. So however like he was taken by the wife. ඒ wife ට ඇවිල්ලා දැන් wife ගේ husband ඉඳගත්තාම පටන් ගත්තෙම මේ මම ඉතින් දැන් අපි පාට මහන්න යන මොකටද ආවේ කියලා කොහොමද නම් මොනවාද වහලානේ අහන්නේ. So take down the names මම කාටද දැන් කිව්වම wife කව මෙයාට කව he gave us some sarcasm smile and say මේ පිස්සුනේ මම මේ හොදට ඉන්නවා මාව ඇදගෙන ආවා like that he said. So there are people like that also, and he was so proud enough to say the kind of drugs and all, and that was like very initial stages when I was starting the practices, and I was like අහලා නැති drugs උත් මේ මිනිස්සයා කියන, and I was මට lecture එකක් දුන්නා වගේ I just pay more attention on that and was listening. And he was so proud enough to say that අරව තියනවා මේවා මෙහිමයි ගන්නෙ පොඩ්ඩක් ගත්තන මදි ගොඩක් ගන්න ඕනේ like that. So there are people like that also. Then අරව ඒ වගේ මිනිස්සෙක් නේ he didn't come because like I remember he came for 3-4 days, after that didn't come. Must have made some kind of a drama at home and they have left on the wife and just being about. There are cases like that. දෙකම ඉන්නවා. Who really wanted to come across with that, and also who comes and say like I really don't want to have it but I'm having physical symptoms. මට මේක නැති කරලා දෙන්න. එහෙම කියන අයත් ඉන්නවා. එහෙම නැතුව ඔහේ අර මේක තමයි මගේ ජීවිතය කියලා. ඉතින් මේක තමයි මගේ ජීවිතය කියන එක හරි අමාරුයි. Intervention වලට දාන්න because they don't have any effort. Whatever the changes to do that, they want to have their effort. ඔක කොහේ දැම්මත් මොන rehabilitation එකට දැම්මත් if they unless they have any effort within themselves, it's very difficult. ඒ සමහර වෙලාවට ඉතින් අවුරුදු ගණන් තියාගෙන ඉඳලා එහෙම කරලා එහෙම කරනවා. So I actually don't know what happened to that man. So ඔහොම වගේ තුන් විදිහෙම categories වල ඉන්නවා කට්ටිය. Did I make any sense for your question?
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, like as you told, the people who really don't have an effort of coming out, so that means they really don't have a proper goal in their life.
Of course. That even that case which I shared with you all, he also married and he also had kids. But wife was coming with a very good family and she has money, I guess. So this man doesn't have anything. He was so kind of making not. So I asked about the child. Like that. I really don't care with them. Most of the lives they used to be like සමහර අය අහනවා දැන් කාටද දැන් ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ? Who has the problem? Now if I can find money for that, I don't going to ask from somebody if I can find money and work on that. That's the problem. එහෙම කියලාත් අහනවා සමහර වෙලාවට. Especially who comes with the police cases or වටෙන් පිටින් අල්ලගෙන පොලිසිය ගෙනල්ලා තියෙන අය ගානමන්ට් hospital වල practice කරනවා. So you are getting that opportunity, not in the private practices. Private opportunity හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් වගේ අය ඒ වගේ කතා කියනවා හරියට. බැනලත් යනවා සමහරවිට they come and scold us and never give any answers. Remember why the first month එකේදී first the client I was thinking that I just started and I haven't completed my degree also. I was in my internship and with the parallel guidance from supervisor so with the supervisor and then after doing that it was the first or second case. So this also a drug addict again, and he was like so drug addict. And also it's they are lucky with experiences, they are also very young and he was well built and like kind of that and he came to the room very aggressive, very arrogant, like he came and dragged the chair and didn't look at anything and when I asked the name, just one name එකත් අර very strong voice එකකින් එක නමක් කිව්වා and I asked full name නෑ ඒක ඕනේ මොකක් ඕක විතරක් ඇති like that he said. He didn't say anything, you all won't believe it, like he didn't utter a word after that and just for 20 minutes හරි 30 minutes හරි කීයක් හරි දීලා තිබුණු time එක මවත් ඉඳගෙන ඉන්නවා මොනසෙත් didn't say anything. So and we didn't have at that time we didn't have no experiences මොනවද කරන්නේ මොකද අපි බයත් එක්ක එහෙමත් තියෙනවා because he was a drug addict. So he was sent by the police case එකට තමයි arrogant people like that. දැන් නම් කෙනෙක් ආවහම like we put something මොකක් හරි relaxation එකක් දාන්න එහෙම කියලා and sometimes we can be firm actually. කතා කරන්න කැමතිද නැද්ද කියලා අහන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. So you can ask it. So I don't mind if you don't talk. කතා කරේ නැහැ කියලා ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. කතා කරන්න කැමති නම් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් ඉන්නත් පුළුවන්. හැබැයි යන්න බෑ. මම ඉඳගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. කියලා so you can put some music එහෙම මොන හරි දාලා relaxation එකක් පොඩි try එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. පොඩ්ඩක් ventilate කරන්න මනස. සමහරවිට ඉතින් එහෙම පොඩ්ඩක්
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yeah.
I can't hear you properly. Like sound is increasing and decreasing like that.
How about the others? Was it the same for the others also?
No, ma'am, it's fine for me.
Same.
Yes, ma'am. Even I could hear properly. I thought it's my problem. My connection.
Yeah, must be. Just checking. So there are, yes, we could have so many experiences. This is very interesting field, substance use disorder counseling or psychotherapy is very interesting because it's not boring, I would say. Um, so the later on when I was practicing, I really like to take these cases and the OCD because they are very interesting. They are coming with different things, and we can hear different stories also. So, but however, like there have to be a well trained for these type of things. Okay. Any more questions related with substance use disorder?
No, ma'am. It's clear.
Okay. What about the others?
And these people who take these kind of substances, like what about their emotional feelings, like the love and creating sympathy on others, kind of?
Most of the we can't say that they are මොනවාද රුබෝලා වගේ නෝලා එහෙමත් නැහැ කියලා කියන්නත් බෑ. They have it. As I told you all, they have had so much of disturbances in their life actually. Like if you tend to um, then, and also like one thing like with the time, if they realize it, like they are given some kind of a validity for them, also like some kind of opportunity for ventilate themselves, actually they used to talk and all. Emotions back then, I would say they used to suppress that. Suppress karගෙන ඉන්නවා. Because they are, since they are stressed out.
So ma'am, to bring it out, like we have to keep on talking to them.
Not only talking, there are different things I think. I share one experience. එකත් ඔය වගේම තමයි. So that was same drugs කෙනෙක් like didn't talk. අර වගේ හිටියේ නෑ. සද්ද නැතුව බය කරගෙන වගේ හිටියේ නෑ. He used to මෙහෙන් කිව්වා like that. But අර giving, I mean annoying expressions, කටින් සද්ද කරනවා, චික් ගන්නවා, like that. So then after having it, after sometimes, so I got some experiences and all not going on there. Like that's what I'm telling you all, like before going for practicing as a counselor, you need to have a very good knowledge, also very good practice skill. මොකද නැත්නම් අපි හදනවා පොතේ හැටියට practice කරන්න. ඔක පොතේ හැටියට කරන්න බෑ. Real truth is you can't do it according to the thing. ඔයගලන්ට මම අර දීපු thought recording එක අරන් ගිහිල්ලා you all can't do that on that. කරන්න පුළුවන් ඉතින් ඊළඟට counselor client එන්නේ. So that means it's not like that. We have to practice it. ඔකට ඉතින් අවුරුදු 4-5ක් අපි ගෙවන්න ඕනේ actually to be a good practitioner. එතුමින් නිකන් ගිල මාස 6න් අවුරුද්දෙන් කරන course එකකට දාලා මම counseling කරනවා කියලා we can't do that. That's the reality. So then after sometimes like yes, අපිත් මුල් කාලේම තමයි පොතේ හැටියට තමයි කරන්නේ because we used to learn lots of things නේ දැන් ඔයගලන්ට වගේ නේ ඩිග්‍රී එකක් කරලා ගොඩාක් ඉගෙන ගන්නවා in detail. ඒව ඔක්කොම කරන්න යනවා. But can't do like that. So while practicing we got that. ඉතින් මෙයාත් එක්ක ටිකක් අහගෙන යද්දි I thought of no. can't. තව යහුවොත් එහෙම පුටුවත් දේවල් ගහලා යන size නේ. I stopped that question. And then I asked about his school life. So then he was like, I used to talk like I found it like it is some kind of interesting point. So I used to ask. Then like he said, and then I come across the totally different thing because he had come with some kind of a product urban area එකක් නෙමෙයි ඒකත් කොහොමද එහෙම කියලා. So I used to talk about such things පොඩ්ඩක් general ඒවා තමයි කතා කරේ. Then after that I said okay, like you can relax, පොඩ්ඩක් relax like that. So I used to put that. I don't know whether you all have heard about that. There's a Sinhala song which was sung by the blind singers. Ahang Inna Hagan Inna Kinna. I used to use that song in my counseling settings a lot when I was practicing. It is very emotional and heart-touching. Now we song for them. Have you all ever heard that song?
Yes, ma'am, I have had.
So then he was listening for that, and then after that, මොනවාද? Before going that, I remember he said, "ඒ මිනිස්සුන්ට දේවල් දැනෙනවානේ madam" කියලා. I said, "Yes, everyone feel it." අපි කතා කරන්නේ ඒක විතරක් තියෙන අපි express කරන්නේ like that. So then after that he went. ඉවර වෙලා I think yeah, and I didn't think like he would come කියන එක, but he came. ඊළඟ දවසේ ආවා. Because they used to come for twice a week. So he came on the next day. And හැබැයි ඇවිල්ලා like didn't talk much, වැඩිපුර කතා කරේ නැහැ. But I thought of okay, music is the one. So I used to play music kind of that and some songs, and we discuss about that. And once you remember, he cried and shared his childhood experience with me. We never think like these kind of people would cry after 5, 6, 7, after 4, 5 sessions. He used to cry and share the experience. It was a really bitter experience. Childhood experience. So that means like not that they are less emotional, less bad. These people are emotional actually. But the thing is like I would see they suppress. And sometimes they really try to get the revenge from the other people. සමාජයට මිනිස්සු වෛර කරන සමහර අය like that because of their experiences, childhood experience. So that approach is very important. එතනදී හොඳ study එකක් හොඳ practice එකක් තියෙනවනේ client කෙනෙකුට approach වෙන විදිහ. It's very difficult. I mean it's very difficult also to find out. And I would say like පොතේ හැටියට counseling කොහොමද කරන්න බෑ. Because approach is මට හැමෝටම සින්දු දාන්නත් බෑ. I didn't do that for every client. It's different. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, if you all don't have any questions, shall we move to the psychotherapy module? Do you all have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so then we can move. Right. So the first one is that I'm going to discuss with you all is the CBT. Right? So CBT කියලා කියන්නේ cognitive behavior therapy. So that was found by the Aaron T. Beck. Right? So in here, in the CBT, it is basically based on the concept of our thoughts, feelings, and the physical sensations kind of, and the actions or the behavior. So you can remember that, keep it in your mind, thoughts, feelings, and the behaviors. Basically, it is based on the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So in here, in the cognitive behavioral therapy, we try to change the behavior of the person. So now in the second diagram, I have mentioned like some points, not the second one, first diagram, I have mentioned that how can we apply, what are the situations that the CBT could apply. So CPD could apply for addictions with the aversive therapy and other kind of NLPs. anxiety disorders, bipolar, low self-esteem, phobias, schizophrenia, suicidal, and the depressions. So, however, in this CBT, it means like in the second diagram I have mentioned, it is the behaviors, thoughts, and feelings, and those are linked together. මේ තුනම they are interconnected. වෙන වෙනම නැහැ. It is interconnected. So in here, also like we in the CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, we try to change the behavior of the person by changing the thoughts. අපි behavior එක change කරන්න කියලා මුකුත් කරන්නේ නැහැ. So we try to find out we list out the behaviors very first. Whatever the maladaptive behavior. ඊට පස්සේ ඒකත් එක්ක what are the thoughts which linked with? What kind of thoughts which linked with these behaviors? මේ behaviors වලට linked වෙන thoughts ඊට පස්සේ හොයාගන්න. So we only focus on the thoughts. Thinking process එක තමයි අපි වෙනස් කරන්නේ. ඒ thinking process එක වෙනස් කරද්දී while this thinking process is changed, so ultimately the behaviors are changed. අතු අපි කවදාකවත් ඕක කරන්න එපා, ඔය විදිහට කරන්නේ නැත්නම් ඔයා හෙට ගිහිලා මේක මේ විදිහට කරන්න. එහෙම අපි කියන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම කියනවා, හැබැයි it's not a correct psychotherapy practice. So in a correct way, what we do is we find out the thoughts of the person. So then we find out the rational thoughts and of the person and try to change them into a rational way. අර positive එකක් මට negative ම විතරක් නෙමෙයි, මට irrational thoughts ම විතරක් නෙමෙයි. මම ළඟ තියෙනවා තව ඒ කියන්නේ මගේ thoughts වල positive thoughts තියෙනවා කියන එක පෙන්වන්න නැත්නම් self awareness එකක්. Very good self insight එකක් දෙන නිසා තමයි like in our thought settings we try to take the when we are taking that now even in your thought recordings like you all did the positives and the negatives තුනම කරානේ ඔයගලන් ඔක්කොම ටික ලිව්වා නිකන් positive විතරක් ලියලා හිටියෙත් නෑ negative විතරක් ලියලා හිටියෙත් නෑ you all you have taken down all because why we do like that just to give some kind of an idea or the encouragement for the clients. You really don't have only the negatives, you have the positives as well. ඒකට ඒගොල්ලන්ටම අවබෝධයක් ගන්න පුළුවන් මට තියෙනවනේ positives ගොඩක් කියන. නැත්නම් at least එකක් හරි තියෙනවනේ මට එකක්වත් නැත්තේ නෑ. Still I have some kind of that. කියන ඒ positive output එක ගන්න නිසා තමයි we are doing like that. So however in the CBT we basically focus on the thoughts and also thoughts කියලා ගත්තාම we categorize the thoughts into the thoughts towards myself, thoughts towards the other people, or thoughts towards the future, about my future, right? So මෙතන මේ future කියන එකත් එක්ක අපි ගත්තාම අපිට future කියන එක ලයාට ලොකුට goals නැහැ කියලා හිතනවා නම් you can take it up for the yourself, whoever related to the person, right, and the other people, society. You, I, you and they කියන තැනට ගන්න පුළුවන්. And also we can take the future indifferently also එහෙමත් කරන්න පුළුවන්. So that is the basically the CBT how we do that. So when we take the CBT, so it depends on the person also, but when we come the අලුත්ම කෙනෙක් නම් if it is a new client, so we recommended the client to come for the therapy sessions for once a week සමහරලාට කියනවා නැත්නම් සමහරලාට twice a week like that if it is a severe නැත්නම් අලුත්ම වගේ කෙනෙක් නම් if you feel it no it would be great for this person to come for twice a week වගේ නම් so just for 2-3 sessions වලට we ask them to come like twice a week, then after that it's changed into once in a week like that. So it doesn't mean like they want to come for every day, but if it is a suicidal attempts, very severe stage, so then we recommend it twice a week, like that. Right? So usually for depression and the other anxiety, the CBT 5 to 20 sessions again. කරන්න පුළුවන්. More than 20 නම් ඇත්තටම යන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. If the session is goes in a smooth way and if the client is doing well with the counselor or the therapist, psychotherapist, also if the psychotherapist applied the proper tools for the therapeutic intervention, so then it really don't need to go for beyond 20 sessions. So 20 sessions කරගෙන මාස 5කින් නැත්නම් වැඩි වුණොත් 6කින් ඕක terminate කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන. It depends on the sessions also, number of sessions. And the other thing එක තමයි සමහර වෙලාවට ඉතින් ලංකාවේ එක වෙනවා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඉතින් private practice වෙන්න ගියාම hospital එකේ සමහරලාට hospital is basically government and free නේ. ඒකෙත් once in a week එන්නේ නැහැ. So then like that psychoeducation part is very important. We want to give that the proper idea why you are asked to come for once in a week. But regular participation is very needed. Once in a blue moon වගේ ආවොත් ඔක වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකට හොඳ ගෙදරින්. Right? So even this session, so it is mentioned, it depends on the situations as well. So if the person is schizophrenic වගේ කෙනෙක් වුණා විනාඩි 5ක් තියාගෙන ඉඳලා කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. So we used to take it just for 30-40 minutes like that. The depression, it's depression කෙනෙක් වුණත් also like we don't keep it in very much, we don't spend lot of time first in the first 2 sessions. So, but basically, generally the psychotherapy sessions goes with 50 minutes plus 10 minutes discussion and kind of relaxation, kind of that. ඒකත් එක පැයකට එහානම් counseling කරන්න. මම අහලා තියෙන සමහර අය පැයකමාරකුත් කරනවා. පැයකමාරක් වගේ නම් කරලා worth නැහැ ඉතින්. But it depends on the when you come talk therapy වගේ discussion මැට එකක් නම් fine. But අර techniques වගේ apply කරන එකක් නම් 1.5 කියලා කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම තේරුමක් නැහැ. අර mild moderate stage එක consciously discuss කරන්න නම් fine. ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. But in the severe people එක නම් 1.5 is no point. Is it clear, the CBT? I just summarized the things. You can read the note. Any questions related to that? Yes? No. So one of y'all said that voice is breaking. Kayla, is it clogging for everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's kind of cracking.
So didn't you all hear the last bit? Is that so? Hello.
No, ma'am, heard, but it was a little bit breaking.
Is that? So is there any kind of unclear part for you all? Anything that you haven't understood?
No, ma'am, it's clear for me.
Girls, like if it is clogging or something, as soon as it started, please tell me. Then I will stop it or I will rejoin or something. Don't wait till I finish the explanation. Yes, what about the others? Any questions?
No, ma'am, clear.
The other. Okay. So that was the basically about the basic thing of CBT. In the CBT, like we focus of the thoughts and we do the thought recordings and the ratings as I practice with you all. So that was practice with you all. So please go through the note and find out is there any unclear places. So if it is so, please ask tomorrow. So definitely we'll have the tomorrow session. So we will have the session. So if you all don't have any questions, we can wind up the sessions for today. Yes. That also clogging. So then shall we wind up the session for today?
Okay, ma'am. It is
Okay.
clear for me.
Is that okay? Others also don't worry. You all have the recordings. Also, please go through the note. And if you have any questions, you all may ask the questions tomorrow. Okay then.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, girls. Then good night for everyone.
Good night,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am. Good night. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. See you tomorrow.